Good morning, guys. We are live now. Can you hear the sound? Hola. Savadi krap. Здравствуйте. Это ты? You see me? Hi, good morning, guys. We are live now. Yeah, this beautiful morning in Thailand, northern Thailand, Pai district, Namyang Kung Fu Retreat Center. So 6 o'clock every morning we're practicing Qigong. Yeah, look at these mountains. It's beautiful. Yeah, students did a bit late today. Yeah, well, I'm also feeling sleepy, but I have to practice Qigong, energizing our bodies, all our bodies. Yeah. So rainy season is start. So we have a beautiful clouds and the weather is so sweet, a little bit chilly and cool. Sorry. So yeah, if you want to join to practice solid art, yeah, best way is come here to Thailand. First you fly to Bangkok to Chiang Mai, and then you take a So I love Pai so much, because we have a good food here, and the weather is perfect, and the local Thai people is so friendly, yeah, and we have big area here, hot springs around Pai, a lot of Thai massage, and the good restaurants, yeah. So okay, let's join our Qigong session. Stop talking.
Welcome everyone and hi. Thank you for joining us online. We just almost finished our Qigong. It's the morning routine, 11 exercise that we repeat almost 7 times each. It's really nice to wake up slowly, to like feel the nice chill of the morning. And as you can see, some people started something else. It's the walking meditation, really working with our stance, the basic of Kung Fu basically. And then we're gonna do Shuang. You're gonna, I guess, follow Master Yan and Ophir that are gonna teach it. We're still in Thailand. It's raining, so it's really nice. The chi is really calm, really down, and the air is really fresh. It's awesome. And we are in Namyong Kung Fu retreat, so follow us.
Okay, would you like to take a cane? And we'll do a little bit of the cane training. Mandy, do you want to grab a cane? Yeah. Okay. Mandy, how far have you learned through the cane routine?
I think just halfway. I could have done the whole thing. I can't remember.
Ah, okay.
It's been a while. Side.
And where did you get to, Angelina? Up to there, yeah, the first straight section. What I'd like you to do is just follow Priska through until you get to the bit where you finished. And then you can just watch the rest to see what's coming next. And then teach you a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But I'm going to give you 3 suggestions here. 2 small ones. When you do 2 shoulders fronting to the earth, try to keep the cane horizontal, not tilted yet. Just, yeah. Then you build the awareness of what you're doing, a bit more control. When you do this one, okay, we talked about the fact that it's a hitting weapon. It's not like a cutting blade. The 10-tail would slice. and knifewood slice. This one hits out. Yeah. But by the time you've got to there and straightened it out, you've gone through the target. If the target's on the centre line, by the time you're there, you've gone through. So no need to let it swing out further. Yeah. Just straight, so you get a stretch, a straight line down that stretch, and then into the next one.
So what you meant is what I was doing is that I was going
Yeah.
too far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, when you strike down for the collarbone, there, again, not too far. Once you've clearly gone past the collarbone, you can stop. Then, now we want to get more energy and more character into the routine. So you've got to kind of add your own kind of personal energy, plenty movement, get energy going, and then just slightly bring it to life more. Yeah, pretty good. I'm going to take a closer look at Mandy and Angela, teach a little bit more. So just practice individually for a little bit, yeah. Thanks. Okay. I think to begin with, I'll teach Angela a little bit more. Mandy, you practice through a couple more times, then I'll come and teach you some more.
Yeah, I think I remember doing the whole routine, but
You
I was
can.
confused.
Okay.
I do remember doing all that. I just don't remember the whole thing. I just need to practice the sections at a time.
For now, practice through, and then I'll come and take a look. But
Okay.
try to practice as much as you can remember.
Okay.
Then I'll come and take a look. Okay? Right. Angela, would you like to go through it once more time from the start? Yeah? A little bit higher. That's it. So the arms make a nice straight line. And okay, in this posture, tilt your hips a little bit more so that the tailbone, the coccyx, is pointing down to the earth. And then as much of a bend on the top of the back as you can make. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Okay, good. So the cross step here. Look through the weapon. Yeah, look where the weapon's going. Then when you jump, stand on one leg, defend the leg, spin it around, defend the leg, and then right down. Yeah. Step and out this way. Yeah, so I'd like you to try that one more time from there. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. This one, let it carry on until it's straight in line with the arm. Yeah. Letting it go, not holding back the energy. Let your energy go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So next, we're going to turn around from here, right foot in front of the left, and then shift the left across to your left. That's great. So now you've turned 180 degrees, and the weapon's going to come down here and then pierce, stab out to the front. We'll do that again together. I think I'm going to stand here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Now, lift it up, take a step forward, swing from your waist, swing up.
In this direction, on the left?
Yeah, going from low right to high left. And then we do it again, bring it down, low left to high right. Yeah. And now, right foot into the left. Circle it around your back. Come to here. And then spin. Yeah. Okay. And we'll do that once more. From here, here. Yeah. Step. 1 from the legs and the waist. 2, right into the left. And there we go. And try that. Try that on your own. Yeah. Yeah. Step right forward. Yeah, quite high. Lift it up high. Good. And then, yeah, the left hand following the right. Yeah. Right. And in the 10-tail routine, you do this in the cross step, but this one, yeah, feet side by side. So when we do the turn, like from there, we want to end up in a bow arrow stance there. Shoulders width between the feet. Yeah. Bring this around. Big circle. 1. Continue the circle. 2. And then around behind the back. To here. Yeah, that's great. I'd like you to try that one more time. Yeah, now check the feet. We want to, that's it, a good bow arrow stance. Yeah, and really push out with that, yeah. Now step forward. Very good. Big circle, step forward again, big circle. Yeah. Feet side by side. Okay, that's great. I'd like you to do that once more and try to get a neat turn here.
Pardon me?
Try to get a neat turn so the feet are shoulder width and you're in a proper bow arrow stance. So there, proper step. That's great. 1, yeah, 2, and feet side by side. Let's do that again. From here, we want a continuous circle. Step with the right, circle around, step with the left. Now it's the right into the left. Yeah. Now from there, we're going to jump forward onto the left foot and lunge. Pierce out this way. Try that one more time. Yeah. For this move, the left hand, stretch it back. Get a stretch right across your body. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, pretty good. I'd like you to practice on that for a little bit, and I'll try to come back if I've got time. Now you're going to turn, aren't you? So you're there, so you're going to do 1, 2, 3, this way, yeah.
And then it's the turn.
Then it's the spin,
So that's the.
and there to this spinning around and down.
And then that.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Hold on, no.
no.
Uh,
I got the spin right, I think.
right. Let's just do it together. From here, right in front to the left. Block across, spin, block across, come around, swipe down. Yeah. Now, step forward with your left, come across and forward, yeah, mid-height. Now you circle it around, squat, and then come up to there. And now you've got the flower. And then you're going to turn the other way and do it again.
I'll just work on that. I have to work on the spin mainly.
Okay, well,
Spin is the one I get confused with.
okay, we'll do that once more then. Yeah, let's just have a look at you do it once more from there. 1, 2. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's right.
And then that.
Yep. Straight across. So if you're going in for the floating ribs, yeah, there. And squat. Squat down, that's it. Yep. This one is
That's going back.
squat and come around there and then come out that way. Yeah.
And then it's.
It is indeed, yeah. That's that one.
Okay.
All right. Practice on that bit for a little bit. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, welcome. How you doing? I think this was front, is that right? That's front. And you've just done ringing the bell and beating the drum. Should we do it together? I think it's back. That's it, yeah. There. Grip. Cross. Circle on your left. Thumbs at the top. Pound down with the right. Step forward into salute to the sun. Now back to here. And spin again. That's very good. Out into the cross. Now we're going to go this way. Yeah, very good. Out to here, stretch. Now the back foot, the left foot comes across, steps across. Yeah. Circle your left hand. That's it. Spin that way. And that's where we got up to last time. Yeah. I wish you would do that again. From there, step across, circle, scoop something away, and then stand straight. Yeah. Did you want to learn the next one? Yeah. Okay, so there we are. We've scooped across. Step forwards. Raise your hands either side of your face. That's it. Now come across. Circle around the elbows and hook with your wrists. Yeah. And this is the double lower crane block. And we'll just do that part again. First of all, I'll demonstrate it. So just watch. Just watch. There. So there. Yeah. And we'll do it together. Sorry. Starting from there. Sorry. Here we go again. From there, open your left foot, step forwards with your right, and come across here, down, hook out, come back. Now we're bringing weight back onto the left leg, the back leg, and pulling back. Turn around, pierce. Fingers together like a spear, thumb tucked out of the way. Yeah. So let's do that again. I think we'll start from here, from the golden scissors. The right forward. Shift across with your left. Circle, scoop. Scoop something out of the way to there. Step. Raise your hands. Across the face. Scoop out. Come back. Circle around into the waist. Pierce. Pierce out. Yeah. Try that once on your own. Try. Yeah. Other foot. The other foot, yeah. The foot steps across. Yeah. And this hand upright on the center line. Sorry, I'm confusing you. This is my fault. There. Yep. Now that's good. Yep. And there. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the wrong one. There. Yeah, there. Yeah. Let's do it together once more. So you move the left foot first, pivot on the right, turn around, circle around, scoop. There we go. Step forwards, hands across, elbows tucked in, circle around the elbow. Out of here, come back, and pierce. There we go. Yeah. I'll try one more. So lift that left foot off the floor, shift it across. Yeah. Okay. Almost there. We need to get less steps. We're only going to make 2 steps. The first step is simply shifting the left across to the other side. That's it. Yeah. Circle. This is a left foot forward technique. Now we step with the right forward. Cross. Block. Hook. Come back. Shift back. Wide onto the back leg. Now just drive forward off the back leg. And pierce. Yeah.
I did one more step.
One more. Okay, no need to step with that one. Just put that one back. Okay. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll do it together again.
Nothing there. No.
2 steps only. Let's do step 1. The left foot moves across. No step with the right. Leave the right where it is. Scoop. Step 2. The right foot steps forward, and we do the rest. There we go. And that's it. Go on, one more try. One more. Right foot forward. Yeah. No stepping with that right foot. Yeah. Again. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. Yeah.
Now there's a step.
Yep. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
it.
try
Yeah.
it. Thank
You
you
keep
so
doing
much.
that.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Keep doing that. Okay, so maybe we'll learn just a little bit more. So you've gone from here to here, and now we're gonna squat down and do this. So to drop into the squat, actually you want as long a stance as you reasonably can. So we'll pivot the left out on the heel as usual, but the right pivot on the ball of the foot below the toes to make a long stance and then drop down into a squat with your back up straight. Yeah. So as upright as you reasonably can, and then it flicks up there. So here we go again. Circle. Lunge forwards. Circle back. Squat. And pump up this way. Yeah. Try that one time. Yeah. Okay, very good. From there, obviously we've got to get up again. We pull the weapon into the left shoulder and leap forward onto the left and the right and lunge again. Yeah, that's very good.
The leap, I think I did something different.
That looked pretty okay. Just shift your weight, jump onto the left, put the right in front and pierce out. Let's do that once more. Yeah. So try it from here, that little sequence. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Jump and pierce. Yeah. Okay. So how about taking it from here and doing all of what we learned this morning?
No, from here.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
No, I missed the arm movement, didn't I?
Yep. From there, it's going to come round to there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'll leave you with that. Yeah, that's good. Could you take over the cane group in a minute?
Yes.
Yeah. So here we are practicing our Sunfrost white crane internal art. And this morning we split into two groups. Some of them are practicing the freehand movements, and others are practicing the cane, the weapon routine for the white crane internal art. And very good energy here today in Thailand. We've had rain overnight and really fresh air, really good chi. I'm going to go to do the morning prayers and get the tea ready. Well, now I'm going to hand over to Priska, and she's going to take over the lesson for a little bit. Here we go.
Thank you, Master Ian.
Yes. Thanks, Priska.
See you at Tea Talk. Welcome, everyone. How is it?
I did it all the way through.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No question.
No questions
Not
yet.
so far.
I'm going to practice more
Okay.
area.
Yes. So I think Ricardo is trying to do it with the left hand. really good exercise for the brain. Usually we teach it with the right hand. Yeah. So even for me, it's kind of tricky because I'm like, everything's wrong. But no, it's not. It's pretty good, the movement out there. You can see that it's a really good exercise for his brain. Yeah.
It feels a lot of stuff. Teeth with a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
the other side.
Can be good, it can be bad, but it has a lot of stuff inside.
The end is just here. When you come back, it's the salute of the school.
This stuff
So
is
yeah,
really
it's kind of like here. So the end is here. It's like the
stuff
beginning when you start. It's
best.
here, not here. It's really like the salute before you start and the salute at the end. Do you have any question? No, not at all. Too easy.
No, no, listen at all.
Not easy. Do you want to show me with the right hand? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. You remember it? It's still not really flowy. Sometimes you like a bit lost. Is it because you practice left and right? Or? Yeah. Okay. I would recommend to really know it well on one side before trying the other side because you really confuse all the time, like left, right. And also because you're ambidextrous, really use that left hand. Use it. The most of the time she's just here. You're like, and this one is like, okay? So every time you do something, it's following. Okay? It's like here, there, in the middle. Okay, it's always doing something, either protecting, supporting, protecting again. Okay, so really be aware of that left hand, especially that your brain is using both. So use it. And there is a lot of movement. I think you don't know what you're doing. For example, after here, what do you do? So what do you aim for when you slice? Yeah, but when you hit, sorry. So just after that. You don't know where? So here it's kind of like aim in diagonal. So the first one, here, up, up. Every time you're gonna use that hand and stretch back, it's aiming for the head in diagonal, here, okay? Then protect in the middle, turn around, and now it's gonna be diagonal but up and down. So kind of like breaking the head at the neck or the collarbone. Okay? So here, stab, turn, up, down, going up. Protect, don't forget the left. And here, up, going down. The left is in the center line. And then the third one is at the waist. So you really aim, ow, you really aim for the waist. So it's really straight. And it's like the person is going backwards. So you really want to like reach it. And it's straight. Can you do that? From here. Yeah. So when you do this one, down, up, the left hand is stretching back. Yes, like that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this one is at the waist, so it's straight. Yes. And this one, you don't do that because it's a horizontal hit. You don't stretch back because there is no stretch here. If you do that, there is no way, it's not really useful. Okay? So if you do that again, from here. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. So here you step and there is like a waist movement in it. Again? Don't forget, look. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, so really, really go all the way through. Okay, so you turn, and here at the end, all the way through. Yeah, and then you step again, last step, and yes. And here you're already ready for the next one. Yeah. Yes. And reach really forwards. Like. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Again? Your left hand, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. And so when you do that, you can lean a little bit forwards with your knee here. Like you're reaching, and the target is in the front, so don't try to reach here. There is no point going there. It's like you want to hit here. So the cane kind of stop here because you don't need to go all the way there. So it's more like here in the front of you. You want to reach someone that is really far without leaning forwards, just bringing the knee a little bit more on your toes. Okay? Again. Yeah, go for it, go for it. It's fine. Left hand. Yes. Yeah. Bend that knee. Yes. That's the idea. And um, when you do the turn, you can even prepare it in front of you, not there. Okay? So here, ready and turn. Yeah. It's like here, you ready, and it's already like going in your back. You step and you're ready. You're in that position. It's like it looks like only one movement because one position leads to the next one. There is no stop. It's not like it's like it's way more. And I'm already ready for the next one, and here also. So my recommendation, try to visualize what you are targeting and where, usually in front of you. Ask questions if you don't know where you're and what you're targeting. You always have questions, I know it. It's just that you don't say it. Don't forget your left hand. This one, sorry. Because you're playing with the left, but with the right.
It's the same with the right and the other hand.
Yeah, it's even worse. It's like you don't do anything with the right. With the left, it's like. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. You'd like. And it's a shame because using your left is gonna help you to have more from the core. It's gonna say that you really use your core. If you just use one hand, that shows us that you just use your arm and not your core. And you should use all your core in your routine. And if you don't really use your core, obviously you can use one hand because the other hand, we don't care. But if you use your core, it's gonna move with it. So obviously you're gonna do something with it. Okay? So it really shows kind of like a weakness in your routine. It shows that you don't use your core. And we can feel it. Every time you hit, we can hear it, but we can feel that it's just your arm. You're just like crushing through. Okay? And what we want is energy from the bell channel, from your core. And so using your left hand, using all your body is gonna help you. So first, know what you're targeting. Second, use that fucking left hand. Sorry. And third, don't forget your stance. The most of the time you're like that. You're like, oh yeah, I'm in vacation. Like the left hand is in vacation, my legs are in vacation, and I'm just doing the movements. Okay, his mind is also in vacation apparently. Okay, so you see the point. Be more focused, more mindful of what you're doing. It's kind of the goal of Kung Fu also, it's be present. Okay, more tea time? Thank you, Ricardo. Tea time, everyone. So our cane, our lesson on the cane is over. Our lesson on Shuang is over. We're gonna have some wisdom a little bit and some amazing specialty. I'm sure about that. Johnny's gonna talk about it. So follow us at the tea table. it's actually 8 a.m. and it's not raining anymore. If you're really curious about what we're doing here, check our website, check our channel. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. We have an amazing website.
Thank you. Okay, so let's make it sure that everybody has a cup of tea. So, anybody got tea? Yeah. Finally, we've got the really, really fresh air. I think it was actually a little better at 6 o'clock than now, but definitely very clear, very fresh, and very much charged with chi, with energy. This morning, because we had rain overnight, and yesterday afternoon we had a kind of heavy enough rain that it really cleans out the air. I reckon that's put out any fires that were burning in the mountains. And we'll see, we forecast rain today and tomorrow, then it's going to dry out again. But once the leaf litter in the forest gets wet, it won't go up in flames. So I think we're good. I think we're good from now. In terms of chi quality of the chi in the atmosphere. So let's have our tea story.
Well, good morning, guys. Yeah, today we have a kind of special tea. Kind of, because we have a lot of this. For me, it's not too special because I drink a lot. But this tea from ancient trees, you know. Yeah, it's Lao Chateau in Chinese, and in English is old tea rocks. Yeah, must help me with English.
Yeah.
Old tea rocks. So it's leaves from 500, 700 years old trees, and aged for 19 years. It's quite expensive, yeah.
And which village does this tea come
This
from?
from Wabi.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad news that it's not so strong as I like. But the good news, we have a red flower today.
Oh well,
Today.
that makes it all
Red.
okay then, doesn't it? Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay. Very good. So, do we have any questions or anything you'd like to talk about regarding Kung Fu, Qigong? Silence.
I have one.
Yeah.
It's, I think, an easy one, but never mind. I have that question often: what is Kung Fu? What do you practice? And I have always trouble to explain in a short sentence what I'm, like the whole thing of what I'm doing. So I was wondering how you define Kung Fu to someone that doesn't know anything at all, and that can like really include everything we do.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I think you've probably been thinking a long time about the most difficult question you could possibly ask. To put me on the spot when we're actually live streaming. So, the first answer is, well, how long have you got for your answer? How do we explain what we do? You could say, well, when we talk about Kung Fu, what people take it to mean is Chinese martial arts. But we know that if we actually take the words Kung Fu, then what it translates as is the product of hard work over a long time. A skill set that you can only build up by diligent practice over a long period. And there's a lot of skills through which you could achieve Kung Fu. So any craft, like, you could be a carver, you could be I don't know, an artist. You could be a calligrapher, you could do the Chinese calligraphy, make beautiful calligraphies. You could be a chef, you could be a master chef. But if you're somebody who's devoted their life to pursuing their art or craft, and you will in the end achieve Kung Fu, you achieve the mastery through the long sustained study. But the most usual one would be to do the martial art. And maybe not now, maybe in the older days. Through your practice, through your study, you have to master yourself, because you'll never master your art until you master yourself. So you have to achieve discipline, because otherwise you'll never do it, you never practice. You have to achieve patience and consistency, otherwise you give up. You have to start to know yourself, because you've got to know where are your weaknesses, where are your failings. To do that, okay, you've really got to be able to look into yourself and observe yourself and get on top of your ego and admit that you've got shortcomings and problems and you've got to fix those. It's good to learn to meditate, because then you get concentration and focus, and you need that for almost anything you do. So the old style is that you really seek to master yourself through your art. When you do, then you're a really useful person. You become really valuable to your friends, your family, your colleagues, because you're that kind of really solid, dependable person that everybody else can lean on, that everybody else wants to be around, that people want to talk to. So you're kind of like the wise person that people go to talk to, go to consult. And ideally, the more people like this you have around, then the better it is for the community. A community with a lot of really solid, switched on people should benefit from them. Yeah. And if you've understood this, if you've learnt it, and you realise that the point is not to be selfish. Yeah. The point is to be a good, valuable part of your community. Look after people, because then you're kind of surrounded by good relationships, which is kind of what we want. Can we sum that up? Kung Fu is about mastering yourself through the practice of Chinese martial arts. Then you've kind of caught both of the points that people will think about. You know, it's Kung Fu. The way we use it, it usually means Chinese martial arts. But the real meaning is they're kind of mastering yourself through sustained hard work. And the two come together, and that's what we do. So that would be my answer.
Can I?
Yeah, yeah,
Am I right or not? Is it Kung Fu? Is it two characters?
yeah.
Time and experience? Or yes? Or which one is second?
You're asking the wrong person if you want a real analysis of the Chinese language.
Who can? But
What,
you
what,
know,
what were the translations you gave again?
time and experience, or profit.
Okay. Is one of them not, one of them, those words should translate as work, study, effort.
Mm.
The idea of work put in, study put in, effort put in, investing time and effort, that's the Gung. So Qi Kung is working with Qi, studying Qi, you know, putting effort into mastering your Qi. That's the Gung. The Gung is the effort, work, study. So the Fu is then the profit, the benefit that comes from having put in study. I think, but yeah, I'm not a linguist.
I heard this, if it can be simplified, so it's a profit and time. So it's kind of profit from work and time.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Okay.
work and
Yeah.
time. So,
So
can we understand this like work with time? So we feel time different. For some person, the arrow flies so quick, and for another person, it's so fast.
It's how to walk over a long period of time.
Yeah.
I think that the
Yeah, yeah.
Gung is the work, the effort, the study, the time spent, the investment of time, effort, energy, and the Fu is then the profit, the benefit that that you get as a result of investing the time, effort, study.
Okay.
So, yeah, ultimately it's gaining all this benefit through your hard work, study, effort over a long period of time. But yeah, the time's important because there's an implication that you commit your life to doing this. So that is your time. And in the kind of old Chinese culture, old Chinese thinking, you get a lot of respect for being consistent. You choose your path. And it's a popular thing now. People talk about finding a life purpose, finding a life path. You find yours and you work, effort, study, and you're consistent and you don't give up. And that warrants respect. Your consistency, your perseverance, the fact that you didn't give up. And now we look at a lot of people. Okay. They're just kind of going all over the place. I want to learn a guitar. 2 weeks later, that the guitar's sitting in the corner of the cupboard. It's forgotten about it, you know. Oh, I'm gonna learn windsurfing. I'm gonna do you know, off-road motorcycling. I'm gonna do all these ideas, and we're just changing from one. Nothing consistent, and
It's
in
a
the end,
monkey mind.
the monkey mind. Yeah, exactly. The monkey mind. In the end, you've achieved nothing, and then you're not happy because you're having to come to terms with the fact
If you know
that,
monkey.
well, you start all these things, you give up. You know, there's the guitar gathering dust in the corner of the cupboard, you know, the windsurfing board in the garage. And you know, every time you see these things, it reminds you of all the failures. And you know, you in your heart, you know that you're just someone who gives up and achieves nothing, and that destroys your self-esteem, your self-image, and you feel bad. And then that's that. If you think carefully before you take something on, maybe you have to try a few different things where you find something that's okay. Yeah, this is for me. This is going to be my life path. And you got to find something you like, but you find something you like, you're consistent at it, you get better at it. And you don't waver, you don't give up. You're going to feel good about the fact that you didn't give up, that you didn't waver. And as you get better and better, you feel better and better about yourself. Because you don't give up, because you're consistent and you develop and you build skill, you gain respect from other people because people respect that. And the more other people give you respect, the better you feel about yourself, the more self-esteem you gain. The more self-esteem that you gain, people sense it, and the more respect that they give you. And then we're on an upward spiral. And then we have to remember we're not trying to get to a point where, okay, I can look down on everybody else because I'm better than everybody else. Yeah. If you think that, then you haven't arrived. If you want to share what you've achieved with other people and help other people get better, then that's the way you should be doing it. Now, as soon as you get arrogant and start thinking you're better than everybody else, then you lose their respect. Yeah. And then, you know, that starts chipping away at your self-respect. How come I'm not popular anymore? The more you help people, then it always comes back. Yeah. So, if we can build ideally you build a community where everybody is kind of really on the right track. Everybody's on the path to kind of mastering himself. Everybody wants to help each other out. Well, then that's powerful. Yeah, that's strong. I think we're doing well at the moment. So long as you got half an hour to just play the recording of that little speech to the person who asks you what it's all about, then you're done. then you gotta think that there's some people who will understand and some people who won't. But you know, you can't help everyone, and you can't fix all the world's problems. Yeah. Okay.
And another good news,
Yeah.
Kyle will help us and will fix our problem when we will go to the mountains. So Kyle will make tea for you guys for 3 days.
Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
After we will come back, you will rate him from -10 to 0. Joking.
Kyle is now the apprentice tea master. Yeah. Okay. So a reminder that Johnny and I will be heading to the wedding of the boss tea master today, and we'll be back on Sunday. So yeah, you won't see us for a couple of days, but Ophir, British son Priska will be in charge. Everything carries on as usual. And yeah, when we get back, hopefully do lots of exciting stuff. I was just thinking next week, would you like to go out somewhere one morning for doing the Qigong? I have a think which morning would be best. We have a few places we can go for just the morning session, come back for breakfast. And we could kind of do a more ambitious trip and maybe do the Qigong and, for example, then go to a restaurant, have breakfast, and go to the Coffin Cave. Did you ever get to the Coffin Cave?
We went yesterday,
Oh,
Yeah.
you did? Okay. Oh, well, maybe that's not a great choice.
I'd go again.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What would be better to do, a short trip or a longer trip?
Depending on the weather.
Yeah.
But it obviously depends on whether it's raining or not. Yeah. Well, think it over. Let me know on Sunday. Yeah. Okay. You need more. You need to know more about it, don't you? We went to the Chinese village quite recently. Other than Doi Kiao Lom, the mountain top, what other good ones do we do in the mornings?
Canyon.
The canyon?
Canyon. What was the other one?
The little temple right here, maybe. It's not
Temple.
very impressive, but it's different.
Yep.
Canyon, hot springs, which is kind of a longer,
Yeah.
that's a longer trip.
The canyon is good for Qigong, but it's not good for Shuang. So it's a question of go to the canyon, do the Qigong, come back. Nothing wrong with that. That's actually quite good. If we go to Doi Kiao Lom, the mountain top, then I think we might as well go down the other side and go to the cave. And we can just go down to the temple and do it at the temple. That's okay, not terrifically exciting. Anybody want to volunteer any opinions?
leave it up to the new people here.
Yeah.
Because we know them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know any places, so I would like to do a bit a longer trip.
Yeah. Let's check the weather next week and see what we can fix. Okay. So now we have. Oh, we've still got 35 minutes. You got a choice of takedowns, fast takedowns, single leg takedowns. So dropping somebody by kind of swooping on one leg, or we can do the pushing hands that we did last week. Of the people who are going to train now, who would rather do the takedowns, the dropping people to the floor? 1, 2, 4, and who would rather do the pushing hands? 1, 2. I'm going to go with the takedowns because Todd and Tobias have only got a limited time here, whereas you guys are always going to have another
that's
chance to do the pushing hands. Yeah. So let's finish off the tea and then get training again.
right.
You just want to look weird at your cup. You tell in the future.
I don't know if I'm gonna do the takedowns or anything. My was a little sore after the feud yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. It's called divination. I think they do it in Harry Potter. Where they read the tea leaves.
Did you say Harry Potter? I had the maybe. All I heard was Potter, so I thought I heard Harry Potter. Series, okay. That's my kind of show.
Harry.
I'm skipping the class.
Mm?
I'm gonna skip the class.
I see.
I'm not doing the takedowns today or switch hands.
What is the class? Yeah. What is decided?
Takedown,
Takedown. What's a takedown?
like sweep your leg and push over, and I'm not up for that for my ankle.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
I'm just gonna
Sweep the leg.
Okay, so as quick as possible, let's get training again. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, bow. And a little bit of warming up, a little bit of jogging. And now knee rotation. And the other way around. And change. And the other way around. And relax now the arms. Swing the arms forwards and backwards. Now in and out. And twist. Now side to side. And forwards and back. Now circling around your waist. And the other way around. And relax, good. Okay. I'm just checking the numbers. Okay, grab a partner. Grab a partner. Yeah, that works out pretty well. So, take down. We want to drop somebody as fast as possible. First one that we're going to do, fairly easy one. I'm going to demonstrate a takedown on you, Todd. I'm not going to do it too hard, but you've got to be prepared to fall. Yeah. So I'm going to go in. You've got to watch his hands. Yeah. One hip, one hand on the hip, one on the ankle. Leverage. Push the hip, upset his balance. Pull the leg to drop him down. Palm like that. Have a try. Thanks. Have a try with your partner. Yeah. a little bit of downward pressure with the top hand, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pull. Pull with the bottom one.
Pull with the push.
Yeah.
This
Push with the
this
top,
pull.
pull with the bottom. Come as low as you can. Try to get the ankle. The further apart the hands, the more leverage you have. Yeah. 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 That's it. Yeah. And a little bit more downward pressure with the top hand to encourage someone to go down. Yeah, that's right. And the other way. If he moves back, you're going to move with him. And if that happens, if the foot comes up, you're going to sweep the leg. Sorry, you're right. Sweep the leg that way, just come in the hook the leg. Yeah. Okay, carry on. Okay, guys, relax for a moment. So we're going to learn a variation of that, slightly different one. Ricardo, do you want to be my partner for a moment? This time, when I come down, I'm using elbow. Yeah. Thanks. Now, to use your elbow, you've got to go closer in. Yeah. The advantage of the palm is you can do it further out, but then you're relying more on the strength of your arm. The elbow, you're really just driving in with the shoulder. And the elbow hurts when it hits the hip bone. So it makes people want to go back. It's powerful, and you just hook out the leg. And you've got to be a little bit downwards as well as forward with the elbow to push somebody down. So the same thing's going on, but you're closer in using an elbow. I'd like you to try that with your partner. Come a little bit more downwards with the elbow. Slow to start, yeah. Yep. Yep. Press down. Come down more with the elbow. Try that once more. There. Yeah. So it's kind of just inside the hip joint. If you can get it there, that's pretty sensitive. We're going to get the elbow in because people will move out of the way because it hurts. Yeah, try again. Yeah, that's better. That's much better, yeah. Okay, good. Well done, guys. Yep, that's good. Yeah. You can really dig your elbow in just inside the hip joint. It really hurts. Just about there. Just that point there. Yeah. It hurts. Yeah. Okay. Come on. take a look. Okay. We want both sides hitting at about the same time and a little bit faster moving in. Yep. Angela, you show me. I would suggest that you elbow off the back leg and grip from the front leg.
Like that.
Because the front hand is kind of nearer and you've got to reach further. So that tends to work better than it's difficult to be going forward with that when that goes forward. Yeah, so suggest scoop with the front side.
So the stand on this level.
Yeah. Okay, and relax for a moment. So now, when would you use something like this? Couple of good examples. If you can slip a punch and you've got to be fast enough to slip the punch, you come out of the way of the punch and then in to the hip. Yeah. If he's standing like that, you know, you've got to be careful of those hands. If the hands are neutral and I start coming in, he can punch on the way in. Yeah. Once the hand's committed, if I've got out of the way, then there's an opening down there. Yeah. What's more, as he punches forward, the weight goes onto the front leg. So he can't easily lift that front leg because he's just put his weight on it. When he goes back to neutral balance, go back to neutral. Now, if he sees me coming, he can just move the leg out of the way. Yeah. But once the weight's on the leg because of his punch, he can't easily move that out of the way. So I've got a short opportunity to get in there and take the leg. Yeah. Another example, if he's kind of, you know, you get people, they're having a go. You're like, that's it. You see their hands come up underneath. There's a space, and that space is safe, so you go in there. Yeah. There's always a way to counter it. You know, if he's like super switched on, he can knee me as I come in. There's other counters to it, but you know, the guy that's kind of angry and having a go at you, they're not usually too switched on. Yeah. They're all the cheese up in the head. They're not calm. Okay, pretty good. Any questions at the moment? If not, we'll do one more variation. This time, I'm going to come right in with the shoulder and hit with the shoulder. I'll do it slowly now. There, the shoulder's in, and I've got two hands available now. Take him down. That one requires a lot of kind of full momentum. You're going in right up close, but it gives you the two hands to pull with. Yeah. Okay, so let's give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah. Try to bring your hands right low down on the ankle.
The
You
ankle.
get a better technique if the hands are right down there. Slowly, do it slowly.
Okay.
And yeah, do it slowly. Now, as low as you can, yeah. Yeah, like that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Use your whole body weight to push him down. Yeah, that's better. That was good. That was a good one. Yeah, pull. It's better not to get his leg in between your legs.
Oh, it's better to,
That's awkward. It's much better to bring him out to the side. Yeah.
So do you take a step back?
You can. If you do, it's actually often better because you're really pulling the person down. Yeah. I'll try it. First thing is to get the basic move and the kind of push-pull action. So just try it once more. Yeah, and just lift his leg up in front of your leg. Yeah. Yeah. But even if you don't move your foot, you can just do it this way. Just try it slowly. Yeah, like that. That's pretty much all you need to do. You can turn your waist to pull in more. Once you've started pulling, if you can shift your fist, that's fine. Sorry, if you can shift your foot. But the main thing is just to get the pull past you.
Can I
Yeah,
something?
yeah,
When you go with two hands, people tend to go for the knee.
yeah, but that's not good.
Counterintuitive to the technique. Because I want the leg to be straight.
Yeah, yeah. We want to get one high, the shoulder high and the hands low. I don't know why people want to go for the knee.
So those hands on the heel.
Together if you can.
On the heel.
There and that way. If you're doing that, I can come down on a pressure point, or I can hook you with the other foot. But yeah, there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. So it would be good to get both hands down by the ankle. Both of your hands pulling behind here.
Oh, both like
No, one on one side, one on the other. Shoulder in first.
yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then try to get them both as low as you can. So fall that way. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Angela, you try to. Yeah, very good. Any questions? No? Yeah.
Actually, yes. About the best spot, is this part of the hip, where
The shoulder.
I don't know
okay.
the hip term.
Here's the hip joint, the ball and socket joint here. Just inside of the joint,
Yeah. Okay.
then there's a very sensitive point there. Yeah, that's a good place to push. Because it hurts. And the elbow, particularly if you put the point of the elbow in there, then it hurts and someone tends to move back.
Yeah.
As you go down here, you have lymph glands there, and they really hurt. But for this one, for purposes of leverage, we want to be up here. we want to make the hip joint go back. So somebody will well, they should have good body structure. They should have the body in a good structure and a good balance. But as soon as you do that, the body structure's gone, the balance is gone. If someone does that, then straight away the knee straightening, that's making the whole stance weak. Yeah, that's what we want. And we want, ideally, for the torso to come forward because it puts weight on the front leg. Yeah. If they go like that, then the hip comes up and there's still balance here. But if they go like that and there's still weight on the front leg, as you take that leg away, then they tend to go. Okay.
Good.
All right. Okay, guys. So we'll do a very slightly different one. This time, instead of hitting the hip, I'm going to hit the center of the thigh. Now, there's a pressure point there that hurts. We want to get onto that and we want to lock the leg straight, because when the leg is straight, you can just apply leverage to knock somebody down. Ricardo, I can't do this one with you. If I can get on here, that leg's straight, and the pressure that you put on the leg will drop him down. So we're going in for here, straightening the leg, and then using leverage on that sensitive point to finish the job. There, with the shoulder pull. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, let's have another look at that. Okay, so you got to get your shoulder onto this point on his leg, because that's going to hurt a bit when you press there. And get your shoulder in a little bit lower, okay. And you want to lock his leg straight, yeah? Once you've locked the leg straight, push down on the thigh. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Then you got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the right thing. Again?
Okay, stop a moment. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. He knows what you're going to do, so he's not putting too much weight on the front leg. You're coming down here, and then you're letting the front foot come up, and it's going to make your job more difficult. It makes it all more difficult. So when you bring the shoulder in, you want to be pressing the leg downwards. Ready?
Okay.
And then
Do it with one move.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. It should be quick and all in one go.
Yeah.
And there's a pressure down there with the shoulder to keep him pushing him downwards rather than let him come up too easily.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Let's have a look. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look.
Want to start?
Yeah, Who's going first? Yeah. Yeah, so better to get the shoulder around about the middle of the thigh. Yeah, and then you, yeah,
More down.
slowly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. And then we'll change it a little bit. Hooking with one hand only and hitting with the elbow or the forearm against the pressure point. Sorry if I can do this one with you. So I'm coming here and getting into that sensitive point. Obviously you should do it all as one thing. It's like one movement going in there. I don't want to hit him too hard. There. Onto the point. Hook. Same time. And stepping into this one because the elbow is pretty close range. You've got to go in with some momentum and some force. You know, your forward momentum, dropping in the body weight is giving energy to the technique. Yeah, let's give that a quick try, and then it'll be time to stretch. Okay, guys. Yeah, I think that's about all we've got time for now. Salute to your partner and just gather around me for a moment. So these types of technique, you have to do them very fast. You have to do them fast. Yeah. And to do them fast and accurately, you have to practice them again and again. Yeah. Your intention is to take someone by surprise. You get them unexpectedly and wham, you just whip the leg out of the way. Now, they're called fast takedowns. Yeah. It's a surprise, quick move. When you've just done it 100 times, your partner knows exactly what's coming. They're adjusting their body weight because they don't want to go down too hard. There's no surprise about it. But you know, when you do it, you're trying to get someone fast by surprise, drop them straight away. What you should think about if you're in a defense situation, you shouldn't have to take time to think much about what you're going to do. So you need to have something that you're really prepared for. Are you going to hit the person? Are you going to take them down? You need to know that so that you've got your kind of best moves. They're ready. You know, as soon as you get the opportunity, you let go. If you have to think, well, I don't know what am I going to do today, you've probably been knocked out while you're thinking about it. Yeah? Okay. Any questions before we do the stretch? Let's stretch. Okay. Lock your fingers and stretch right up. Stretch out, pull out your fascia. Take it easy so that your muscles don't lock up tight. Gradually stretch the body out. Now, bend your knees, tilt your tailbone down towards the earth. Tilt the tailbone down, stretch the back. Okay, now straighten your knees. Bend forwards. And stand. Now, lunge. Lunge forward. Reach up high, stretch your body and bend. Bend back. Straighten up and turn sideways, arms straight and bend. And now the other side. Twist around and stretch back. And relax. Drop your knee down and push your hip forwards. Open up the hip. Hands up high. Stretch high and bend your back. And relax. The other side. Yeah, hips forwards. Push your knee forward over your toes and then stretch high. Stretch right up and bend. Sideways, bend back. And the other side. And drop down onto your knee. Hips forwards. Hands high. Stretch right up, bend back. And relax. Now, sitting with your feet together. Press your knees down on the floor. And raise the crown of your head as high as you can. Lift your crown right up. Fold forwards. And stretch down forwards. And relax. Okay. Now, knees apart. Let your body weight pull you down and stretch the hips apart. And now relax. And spread your feet right apart like Ricardo's doing there. Follow what Ricardo's doing. Okay. Lift up your head. Head up high. And fold forwards. Now straighten up again, feet a little wider and lean sideways. And now the other way, the other side. Change sides again. Turn your waist around, look towards your foot. Move your chest down towards your foot, towards your leg. And now the other side. A little wider now. Lean forwards once more. And relax. Well done. And stand. Okay. Well done, guys. Bow. And we'll have breakfast. Yeah, welcome, guys. So we're going to finish our morning training session, have some breakfast now. Hope that it's been interesting to you to have a look at what we're doing here at the Kung Fu Retreat. And if you'd like to know more about us, take a look at our website, Kung Fu Retreat. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we're going to finish now.